And I gotta update the
The intro.
intro. There's too much Montana
There's a lot of Montana
footage in
in there.
there. As you can see, we are in the new RV tonight.
Yes.
Ha!
First live in the new rig.
And many more to come.
Yeah.
We are in Tallahassee tonight,
Yeah.
Tallahassee, Florida. And it's a little cooler up here
It is a
than it
little
was
chillier up
down
here.
further south.
A little more wet here too.
Yeah, and we, as soon as we logged on, we saw this. Thank you,
Thank
Gregor.
Gregor.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it, and thank you. That's going to go to
All
helping the next round of donations.
Yes.
We're going to talk all about the donation that we made a few days ago down in Brooksville,
Which was awesome.
which was great. And since then, some people have already been donating to them directly,
Yes, which is even more awesome.
and we've already received donations like Gregor's
Yes.
and some others toward the next donation.
Starting the next pot.
Man, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So let us know where you are watching from tonight. Like I said, we're in Tallahassee, and so we'll go ahead and start saying our hello.
Yes.
Hello, Gregor. Robert's in here. We got Don, Steve from Avenger RV Adventure. Got to
Yeah.
meet him at the show,
Yeah, that was
at the
awesome.
Tampa show. Very cool.
Banana.
Papa Nana, Lenny's in here. Hi, Lenny. Steve's in here.
Which Lenny is freezing his butt off right
Yeah,
now.
there's lots of people freezing their butt off right now, for sure.
Ah,
Time for Exploring is in here tonight. David Brown, we already said David Brown,
Yeah.
didn't we? See here.
oh, you're scrolling quick.
It jumped.
No,
like
it jumped. Well, that's a big jump.
it jumped huge.
Yeah.
Time for Exploring, Where RV Staying. Hi guys. Stephen St. Louis. One Grand Adventure. Hey, the Air Force guy. We got to meet the Air Force guy at the show too. Very cool to meet Paul. Very cool. Rusty's in here. Those trekking Big Bins. You love that name.
Trips me up, but it's funny too.
Hi guys, good to see you tonight. Sarah's in the house. Hi
My
Sarah.
girl Sarah.
Edward's here. RVing with Freedom Baron. Raging
Raging
Adventures.
I
Hi
miss you guys.
Yeah, good to see you guys tonight. Mike is in here.
Hey,
Mike Manjo. Where the Trail Leads. Debbie and
Just
Brian
saw
just saw you
them,
guys
yeah.
a couple weeks ago, or a week ago
Oh,
maybe.
yeah, last week.
Daryl's in here. We're just saying hi, so
Hi.
we're not really reading the comments yet. So hi everybody. It jumped again. There's so many comments. Leanne's in here.
Yeah.
Ivan, RV Weekends, April, Tion, Danny. Hey guys,
Danny.
RV vacationers, our vacationers.
Our vacationer. That's cute.
Yeah.
I like that.
Stephanie, Texas Hikeaholic.
Dutch man.
Yeah, Sherry. I knew Sherry was going to be here tonight.
Yeah.
Tim, DJ, 6911, RV Man, Tanya. Man, everybody's in here tonight.
Yeah.
Travis and Jim and
Gaining
Gaining Momentum and Howard and Chris and Thomas. Hello, everybody.
My goodness.
Very cool. Thank you, Gregor. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you.
And hopefully everybody is out there staying warm tonight because it's cold everywhere. There's people getting snow all over the place.
Yeah.
It's
Snowstorms,
crazy.
ice storms.
Yeah. And hi, Brian from Arkansas. Just popped in. The last time that we went live was the day before the show.
Was it the day before the
It
show?
was the day before the show because the first day of the show was Wednesday. We normally go live on Wednesday. We went live the
Oh,
day
that's right. We
before.
did. We went the Tuesday before.
Yeah, and
That's right.
so much has changed.
Oh my God. This has been nonstop since that day on.
It has been a
Oh
whirlwind.
my God.
Hi, Travis. Freezing in Pennsylvania, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And Leanne says it's cold in the Gulf of Texas. It's cold
Yeah,
everywhere. If you're not in
it is
southern
cold.
Florida, you're
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, it's just been that kind
I
of
mean,
year.
it's cold for Southern Florida.
It is. I mean, well, it's like 60 here
Yeah.
in Tallahassee, so it's not terrible, but it's overcast, foggy, kind of misty all
Yeah.
day, just kind of just
It's
dreary.
bad.
Not
Yeah.
good. But anyway, we went live from the day before the show, and we got to go to the show. We went to the show all 5 days.
We said we were going 2 days. We went all 5.
Well, we had booth time on the 2 days that we were going to go, so that
Yeah.
people would know where to find us. But then we had a friend come in town. He wanted to go one of the days that
Yes,
we
we
didn't
spent a
plan
lot
on
of time
going.
with Matt.
So we went with Matt on that
Mhm.
day, and then we had to come back to film some rigs that we didn't get a chance to film because we were just so busy on the other days.
Yeah, because some viewers wanted to see certain rigs, so we said we would film them.
And those videos are coming up soon in the next couple of weeks. And then we weren't planning on going the last day, but we started talking to Alliance like late on Saturday.
Yeah.
So that rolled into Sunday. So we ended up going to that show every day.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. We don't have anything to really gauge off what it normally is like.
No, because that was our first Tampa show.
But it seemed like it was a success.
Yeah.
It seemed busy.
It seemed busy. And some people said not like normal, so I can only imagine because I thought it was pretty busy as it was.
Which I think it made it, for us, it made it a great experience because we didn't have troubles getting in and out of rigs.
Nope.
Didn't have to wait long periods of time.
No.
We were able to see everything that we were able to see, and we were actually even able to film a few RVs, even when the show was completely open.
Yeah. There was intermittent times where a rig was empty, and we could actually go through it slow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
75 degrees wherever gaining momentum is. That's nice.
Oh, nice.
The Brazen Brits are in the house.
Hey.
It's Lawrence and Natalie. Hi, guys. Good to see you tonight. Yeah, I know it's cold where they are. They're in Northern Virginia. They got snow and all kinds of...
But the puppies are loving it.
Yeah.
And all that snow.
Yeah. So you can see what you can see behind us of the RV, and so our background looks different than normally looks.
It's the same but different.
It is.
Because before you saw the microwave and everything behind,
you still see the same kind of stuff.
Like the layout is kind of the same.
Yeah.
But colors are different.
It is 3 feet longer than our Montana was.
Yeah.
It's 5 inches wider. Right. It doesn't sound like a lot.
In an RV, 5 inches.
But in an RV world, 5 inches is huge.
Yeah, that's what she said.
And we just got some better amenities. I feel like
my bathroom doubled in size.
Yeah,
that alone is a win for me.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing a complete walkthrough video to show you everything because we could have done that video and just walked through as soon as we got the RV, but it wouldn't be any different from what you see at a dealership.
Yeah,
we wanted to get everything that we wanted to get settled in. We just finished that up today.
Well, yesterday, technically.
Yeah, last night with everything that we wanted to change and make kind of custom and make our own.
Yeah.
So now that we have that done, we can shoot that video and take you through because we want to show you what it looks like with us living in it.
Yeah.
Because if we did just the regular walkthrough, it wouldn't be any different than just going on the computer doing the 360 tour on their website.
Yeah.
And so we want it to look like personalized our home.
Yeah.
We want to share that with you.
And from the minute we signed the papers, I knew what I was changing, so I had to get busy.
Oh yeah, the wheels were already spinning. What I'm going to change, what I'm going to do. And we just finished shooting the video about the stuff that we changed immediately.
Yeah.
Because there were several things that we changed immediately. So that video.
And not because there was something wrong with them.
No.
It's personal preference. And I know all these little things are changeable. Nothing's permanent. You can make it whatever you want. And I did.
Well, there's things like, mattress stuff and stuff that you're definitely going to change.
Yeah.
Some people sleep on these things.
Some people sleep on the mattress, but
yeah.
I could not.
Cherry said looks good so far from what they can see. So Scout's house is up here.
Yeah.
Where it was before.
Right
the lights
there.
are out because his lights go out at 7 and he goes to bed, but he is up there.
He's tuckered out.
And we'll talk more about that in the video, but what we did was basically just took picture frames that had the plexiglass front, put a hinge on it, put a knob on it, and those things they pull right down.
Screwed him right
in. He goes right in.
Bam, Scout house.
Thank you, Doug. Appreciate that.
You.
Besides the floor plan, what made you change to Alliance from Montana? You two are awesome. Thank you, Doug. And to answer your question, there are so many things. We have a video coming up because we did an interview with Brian Brady, who is one of the brothers, the co-founders of Alliance, and we were able to interview him at the show. We actually interviewed him before we even were considering Alliance.
Yeah.
We just thought that it was a good-looking RV.
Yeah.
We wanted to talk to him about, their different, what they offer in an RV.
Yeah. And I still love Montanas.
Yeah.
Still love. There's 5 layouts that I do love.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of great draws to switching to an Alliance and giving them a shot at it.
There's a couple. I'll talk about just a couple of the big ticket items real quick. One of the big ones was the roof is PVC, no maintenance roof.
Yeah.
You can still walk on it. If there's ever a hole in it or anything like that, it's just a simple PVC patch that I could do myself. Anybody can do themselves.
Yep.
And so you really don't have to worry about too much roof maintenance with that.
Yeah.
Or leaks or anything like that. We do like that it's 5 inches wider, which gives us more room. We like the residential bathroom.
Oh my God, yes.
There's just a ton. We like
huge windows.
Huge windows.
Big draw was the windows.
No carpet was a big draw for us. Not having to worry about that. Hey, Jerry and Teresa in a happy place, guys. Hi, guys. I
like that it has Adzel insulation.
You can feel that.
You can totally feel
immediately.
In the Montana, you could be next to a window, you will freeze your butt off. You will feel that cold coming from it. Don't feel it in here. Maintains the temperature well in here.
The Alliance definitely does.
Love it. So, love that they will not void their warranty for full-time RVing.
That's a huge one.
That was massive.
Huge one. When we bought the Montana, we had to sign an affidavit saying that we were not going to live in it full time, and if we did, it would void the warranty.
Yeah.
So even though when we were talking about our slide
which most
leaks,
are that way, and everybody just hush.
When we were talking about our slide leaks and we were out of warranty from day one because we
technically
broke the rules and we weren't supposed to do that. But Alliance does not void your warranty for living in it full time.
Yeah.
They actually put the decal on the front of the RV
right at the front door. Yeah. So lots of draws. Yeah. And glad to be a part of the beginning of a company.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Ford Family Pilots. Congrats on the new rig. Thank you guys. And we're loving it so far.
Oh my God, I love it.
We pulled it 3 times now. We pulled it from the dealership up to Tampa, pulled it from Tampa to Brooksville, and then Brooksville up to Tallahassee. So not a whole lot of difference in towing.
No, I don't feel
it weighs about the same.
Yeah.
The carry capacity is a little bit less, but not drastically enough. I mean, all of our stuff.
Yeah, we're still well under
weighs the same.
Our carry capacity.
So it's not much different at all, towing wise.
No.
The length is a little bit, and the axles are a little bit further back. So my pivot point when I turn is a little further back.
Yeah.
Just takes a little bit of getting used to.
Yeah.
And so I've backed it in twice, and we got to pull through
We're
here.
Back to pull through.
This is the first pull through we've had since October. Since we rolled into Florida.
Yeah.
Our first stop was in Jacksonville, and that was a pull through, and that's the last time we had a pull through.
I miss you pull throughs.
Man, it was so easy getting in here.
Easy.
You pulled straight in. Now, had it been Lawrence,
he would have backed
from
into
the Brazen
it still.
Bridge, he would have just backed it in because he prefers to back in first.
He'd have drove through it and then backed
for
it back.
for whatever reason. But yes, thank you, Ford Family Pilots. Again, 100% of that is going toward the next veteran organization donation, which is coming up, I believe, near Abilene, Texas.
Oh, we'll be near Abilene. Okay.
Yes. So if you know a veteran organization that could use the help near Abilene, Texas, within probably an hour drive of Abilene, Texas, let us know, and we would be happy to go and check them out.
Yeah.
Definitely. HBB Adventures.
Oh, they're in North Texas.
North Texas.
We'll be out your way here soon.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the disclaimer out. There's no way we're keeping up with the chat.
we're going to try, but
we do our best. But so basically, it's this luckless draw. If we glance up and see a comment, don't give up. If you really want a question answered, keep asking it.
Yeah.
And we'll try to
put it in all caps. It'll stick out.
Hopefully, we'll see.
Like this one is in all caps, so I saw it from Tanya.
Yeah. So thank you. How is it backing in? It's not bad. It's no different than the other. It's 3 feet longer, but it's really the pivot point's pretty close. The axles are pretty close to where they were on the Montana. So just that tail swing is really the only difference.
Yeah.
So it's not bad, but I hate backing in anyway, so it's terrible.
Yeah. You don't enjoy it regardless of the rig.
But the next stop is going to be pull through, and I'm not sure after that because we're in RPIs for a couple of weeks, and so I don't really know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's after that. Yeah.
But we went to the show, and normally on our live videos, we go through and show pictures of all the people that we met up with.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that again, but it's going to be really, really quick because there are so many. Normally there's like, 3 or 4 people that we meet up, from month to month between lives. Yeah. And so to talk about that, how we met up, what a good time we had, stories we shared. If we talk about each one of those, that would be the whole live.
Yeah.
So we will go through this really quick, and I apologize because I don't remember everyone's name, but we loved meeting you.
God, it was so much fun meeting everybody who we met.
Yeah, and there were some viewers. We had some channels that we met up with.
Lots of channels, which was nice. Yeah. To actually meet a lot more channels too.
It was very cool. So we'll get into showing some of those pictures. These are some folks. This was after the show.
Yeah.
This was Debbie and Brian. This was
post
show. This was like a week after the show, but it was between the last live and this live.
Yeah.
Jones and To Go. We met them there at the show. Some good folks here. We met with the little girls. They were super cool.
They were.
Yeah.
Sweet girls.
There's Traveling Robert.
Yeah, I was so thrilled to meet him finally.
Yeah, I didn't know he was on his phone when I went up there. He was actually doing it live.
Talking to his mama when we went up there, so we got to say hi to his mama.
Very cool. There's some more folks that we got to meet out at the show.
Yep.
Very cool people. Everyone was just so
nice
and awesome.
Yeah.
Michael and Melissa, we met them.
Always like to see
them. We met them down in Peace River before we even got to the show.
Yeah.
These folks are
very
cool. We're camping up in Crystal River.
Yeah.
And so they're hanging out by the manatees. Just really great people.
So
everyone was just awesome. It was just very cool to see everybody.
And this was if you went back, they bought an RV.
They did
at the show.
Yeah, there was several of these that bought an RV at the show. I know he was looking. This was over by the Alliance area. Yeah. He was looking at the Alliances. There's Steve from RV Adventure.
And God bless him, because we were late going to our booth. We were like power walking like you wouldn't believe from one end of the fairgrounds to the other. And he saw us and he said, "Are you in a hurry?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, I'll join you." So he power walked with us all the way there. That was awesome.
Nick from the Pool Right guy, they were gracious enough to let us hang out at their booth.
Yeah, hopefully we helped him sell some Pool Right.
Yeah. And Jared, I had no idea he was that tall.
He's so freaking tall. Oh my gosh.
From All About RVs. So if you see him in person, you will be blown away.
Like when you see him on there, you know he's tall. Yeah. But when you see him in person, you're like, oh my God, you're so tall. Some more folks we got to meet right now.
Yep. I think we were in a hurry to go somewhere else and kind of ran into them real fast too. There's Izzy and MJ from Endless RVing. So that was cool to meet them. We actually went to their booth.
Yeah.
They were had some booth time over by Tiffin, and so we went to go see them. And then some more folks over where we were hanging out.
Who bought a rig.
They bought a rig too, yeah, very cool. There's some Endless RVing fans too.
Yeah.
So we got to meet them. Dreaming Out Loud, very cool people to hang out with and see. More people. I think they were looking at rigs. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they were looking.
RV weekends.
Yep.
And then we have some post RV hangout time with the Brazen Brits and with
Foreverland
RV. There's so many people. And then we were just talking about Paul, the Air Force guy. And then we got to go back to the Combat Cafe. And
with new friends.
With new friends. And with
Hank and Robin.
Yeah, and Michael and Shelley from RF the Car Adventure.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, we were in Walmart.
Walmart in Bushnell, Florida.
And,
who would have thought?
And ran into Daryl and Vicky. Yeah. And Vicky's probably going to murder me for putting her picture up here because she didn't even want to take pictures.
She don't like pictures.
She didn't want to take
I don't like pictures either.
Yeah, so it was very cool to meet everyone.
Yeah.
And there were a few that we just forgot to take a picture. We do that. I forget to take a picture and then I'm like, forgot to take a picture. Proceeding on, when we're in America. Hi, guys. How you doing? Robin's here. Hi, Robin. Dreaming Out Loud. We just showed you guys. Hey, New Horizons is here. And of course, Natalie is there. So yeah, very cool. From London, Ontario, Canada. Like, pretty snazzy. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate that. Yeah. So this model is the Alliance Paradigm 340 RL. They do have a 310 RL,
which is like the spitting image of what we just got rid of.
Almost exact floor plan.
I mean,
as the Montana.
Layout wise,
35 feet long. It was exact.
still, but you get the bigger bathroom. But generally, it's the same layout.
Yeah, and we looked at that one first, and we were very interested in it because I'm comfortable with towing 35 feet already.
Yeah.
But I was like, I looked at the carry capacity, and the carry
It wasn't
capacity
gonna work.
was not where we needed it to be. I think it
No.
was like 27 and some change.
Yeah, we know we carry 2,700 pounds, and its capacity was 2,772.
We also know that we have no business carrying 2,700 pounds because we moved
Oh my God.
into the new RV, and I was like, are you kidding me?
We are not even halfway into the transfer of one rig to the other, and I was like, we have way too much. You know what? We are getting rid of some of this stuff when we get back to the campground. This was a nightmare. I'm never moving out of this rig because I never want to move that stuff.
Remember, she said this. Remember, she
I
said
don't
this.
ever want to transfer from one rig to
Never
another.
moving again. You heard it.
That is a painful process. I knew it wasn't going to be fun,
It was not fun.
but I didn't think it was going to be that bad.
Peter watching from Australia. Hi, Peter. Yeah, and so we went down to RV1 down in Sarasota,
Yeah.
and I had no idea how small this dealership was because
was
we
a
went to
tiny
the one in
lot.
Tampa. The one in Tampa is huge.
Yeah.
We went to, our
No.
RV was down at the one in Sarasota.
Yeah.
This thing, he told us, is 2.7 acres.
Yeah, not bad.
They couldn't put our RVs side by side. Normally you'll see them side by side where the stairs just go
Yeah,
up.
so you can just run from one
Sometimes
to
they'll
another.
even put like a piece of plywood plank so you can just walk back and forth to the others.
Yeah.
This place was so small that they couldn't do that. Ours was one in front of the other. So we had to go from this stair all the way out
Yeah.
back to the other one and then back up. And we're blocking the whole maintenance bay.
Yeah.
Nobody can get in or
Nobody
out.
could get in or out of
We
maintenance.
get there as soon as they opened at 10 a.m. and 5 hours, a little over 5 hours,
Yes.
it took us to move
5 painful hours.
all of our stuff. And I apologize ahead of time. We did shoot a little bit of video, and we're putting out a video about us moving in. But, and I mentioned it while we
Yeah.
were, before we moved, I said, I wonder why people don't film a lot while they're moving. Because you just see them in the old rig and you see them in the new one, like, hey, everything's great. We moved into a new RV. And it looks awesome. But they don't show any of the stuff. And I know why
understand
now. Because
Yeah,
it's
there's-
so much work that you don't have time to film.
You don't have time to set up in different angles. It's just,
It would have taken 7-8 hours.
yeah, we had to get
To
hot
move
immediately.
if we would have been filming
Yeah.
it. So we apologize. We didn't get a lot of footage, but we did
Yeah.
film some,
It
a couple
got a
of little
bit,
time lapses.
Yeah.
But it does not, it's kind of like taking a video of something just awesome, like the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
So it doesn't do it justice. So
Yeah.
this little bit of video that we have does not show the amount of pain
No, it was
that we
painful.
went through moving into the new RV.
Yeah.
It was extraordinarily painful.
Yeah. I did not enjoy any of it. I
No.
thought I would, like, yay, we're moving, I'm getting in a new rig, yay. No, I was like, oh my God, this sucks. If I ever move, I'm paying somebody to move me out of my rig from now on. I'm
Yeah.
not doing it.
And
That was awful.
it was hot that day.
It was hot. It was probably one of the warmest days in Tampa.
Yeah, it was like
Go figure.
75 degrees. The sun was out.
Yeah.
We're going, from one rig in front of the other.
And poor Scout had to stay
Oh,
in his
man.
travel carrier during this because we couldn't have his lights out and he couldn't sit anywhere. And it was a gorgeous day. He felt it. He saw it. He wanted out. He was constantly spazzing in that cage,
Yeah,
wanting out, and I couldn't let him run around. It was annoying.
yeah. Fred's here. Hi, Fred.
Hey, Fred.
RV Serious said we're moving into a new rig this weekend too. Oh, God bless you.
Oh,
And
good luck.
Ford Family Five says, how does it compare moving from the house into an RV? It is easier moving from the house.
It was
Into an RV.
easier leaving the house and going into the RV.
Way easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It is weird.
But
I think because we gradually moved into the RV.
Yeah, we did do.
And
little
because it was
trips here.
brand new
Wasn't
to
all at
us, so we're
once.
putting new stuff in, then we're bringing stuff, and then you take that final load, and so it's gradual. It's not like all 5 hours, all at once. And we did it in 5 hours, and the dealer was like, "I'm impressed. That's great." I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
I feel like it
I
took.
thought we took way
Look.
too long.
We didn't stop for lunch.
Nope.
We barely drank any water.
Nope.
We just straight through, man. Boom.
Nonstop.
And then when we
Fire.
got done, we had to boogie we left there about 4 o'clock. We had to boogie back to Tampa, which is about an hour north.
Because we needed to get there before sunset.
Because I had to back this new RV into a spot, and I didn't want to do that in the dark.
Yeah. No, especially because the spot we had was kind of like you had to wiggle your way back in, not straight.
Yeah, it was an S back in.
Yeah, it was that alone was painful.
Well,
about as painful as moving in.
Well, they built an obstacle course for me when I got.
Well, yeah, we got back at 5 o'clock, which made it prime time for people to be coming home who live there.
Look,
and
I reconned it, so I knew exactly what I had to do. I had to go in the back and all the way around, and then come this way, and then S back in my spot. But I knew which spaces I needed to be open to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And they were good. I go in a boat.
Yes, he had a boat.
There's a food truck. But they're suburban where I needed to have that swing room.
Yeah. So
now I got food truck people in the swing space. I got boat guy in where I need to go forward before I swing.
Yeah.
And
people trying to come up and down our road.
And there's one way in, one way out of the RV park. And I'm blocking it.
Yeah, pretty much.
People are looking at me like, hey, a-hole, you moving this RV anytime soon? You know?
Nope.
I had to get these other 2 people to move. And then it wasn't just like, back in. No, it was like a 73-point back in turn. Everybody watching.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it was a shit show. But
you just said that live.
I did. But we had 2 days to try to get everything where we wanted as much as possible before a big move day.
Yeah.
Because we left Tampa 2 days later. So we're like, we got to hustle these 2 days, put everything at least where we think we want it, get somewhat settled so it's not so painful on travel day in 2 days.
Yeah.
So we stayed up to like 1:30 that first night trying to put things properly away. Mm-hmm. Was exhausted.
Well, we only had like 3 days from the time we moved back up to Tampa to the time we were moving up to Brooksville. So we didn't have a lot of time to get everything settled back in before it was moving day again.
So I'm gonna tell a story on him because he's gonna hear it till the day he dies. I'll probably be on my deathbed reminding him of this scenario, but I'm exhausted at 1:30 in the morning. I look forward to a nice hot shower in my new shower that's massive. You can spin around and not hit anything. And I shower. I come to get my pajamas on. I don't know where my underwear is. He moved all of our clothes out of the bedroom while I worked on kitchen. He did a final walkthrough to make sure we didn't leave anything in the Montana before we left the dealership. So I said, where did you put my underwear? And he's like, I don't know.
Look, we didn't put anything in its place. We threw stuff in and just made sure it wasn't going to shift during transit. But I was like, we'll organize it later. Let's just get the stuff in.
So we're looking for my underwear. Can't find it. Can find his underwear. Can't find my underwear. So I was like, did you take it out of the drawer? And he's like, I don't know. I said,
5 hours.
Yeah. I said, you went and did a final walkthrough. You said you checked every cabinet, every drawer, make sure we didn't leave anything behind. He's like, I did. And I'm like, did you grab my underwear? He's like, I don't know. So I had no underwear. It's 1:30. Well, by then it was 1:45 in the morning. And I have no underwear. And I'm like, oh my God, we just traded in an RV that has a drawer full of underwear and they're going to find it. How embarrassing. And so then I was
like, well, we're buying new underwear. Yeah. We're not going back to Sarasota. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it was just buy new underwear. But I woke up in the morning and I felt like we forgot something else. And it hit me.
We did.
So I waited for him to get up and I was like, dude, please tell me you got the key to our safe. Because we hid that in the RV.
Nope.
And he's like, nope, sure didn't get the key. And I was like, oh my God, we have to go get the key. We need the key to our safe.
So we drove back to Sarasota.
And he never gave them the keys to the old RV. So they couldn't even do anything with it.
Figured it out, man.
I'm like, don't let the spouse tell you they did a final walkthrough and checked everything.
Look, somehow I just
because it probably didn't happen.
I skipped over that one drawer.
One drawer twice. You skipped it twice though. That's what I don't understand.
For some reason, my brain just didn't want to open that drawer.
It's just weird because where my bras were, he's like, I don't want to bring your bras out and people see your bras. So do you want to take care of that? And I'm like, cool. Yeah, I'll go take care of that.
Mhm.
But left my drawers just for the whole world at RV1 to see. Yeah.
But since we had to go back for the safe key, we got the underwear back.
We turned in the key to the
Turned in the key, got our safe key. We were there for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. We drove an hour for 5 minutes.
And then we were
and drove all the way back.
Again. Hey, Drew. Drew's here.
Hey, Drew.
Yeah,
You
what's
just
up, man?
missed a hell of a story, Drew.
Yeah, we'll tell you later. But anyway, it was,
But I have underwear.
yes,
So I'm excited.
we have underwear. And it was, I thought that it would be more emotional leaving the Montana,
I thought it was going to be too.
but we were so tired. I think that's why we were not emotional, because we were
Yeah.
so tired that we could not even have
I
emotion.
couldn't eat. No.
So the
No.
last, and we got to go back to see it anyway, so to get our crap.
We did.
But I really, after at that point, I was like past it. I wasn't even. I was like, whatever, we're out of here.
Yeah.
Bye.
We didn't really get to savor the leaving moment. We were just trying to hurry and beat the dark.
Yeah,
So, which might have been good. Maybe it was good that we didn't get to ponder on it too much.
yeah, and I will tell you that I'm gonna miss the people from Keystone.
Yes.
I will miss the relationship that we built with the,
We had good
the
connections
Keystone folks.
with people there.
So hopefully we will. I don't know, maybe stay in contact with them for whatever reason.
Yeah, because they're great people.
Yeah, we are still on the Facebook forum for our old model of Montana, because if I know something that can
That
help
could
somebody,
help somebody. Yeah.
I still would be happy to help
Yeah.
with whatever information or knowledge that I have of that model. So we'll stay on there
Yeah.
and help those folks out if we can. So I thought it was going to be more emotional, but it really wasn't. I was like, well, bye.
Yeah. I was like, you've been great. Holla.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
But like I said, we're going to do we'll do the whole walkthrough. That'll be coming up in a few
Yeah.
weeks. And then we're going to talk about all the things that we changed in the rig. We are, like I said, there is a video coming out soon of an interview we did with Ryan,
Right.
who is one of the co-founders of Alliance RV. Great guy, great people, great company. And just the vibe that we got from Alliance was really great.
Yes.
We got to meet Bill, who was customer service. He's the head of customer service. He came over from Grand Design, and Grand Design is renowned for their customer service.
Yeah, never heard a bad
So
thing
it's,
about Grand
it's
Design.
good that Alliance has that. And
Yeah.
Ryan and Coley came over from Heartland RV
Mm-hmm.
and started Alliance. So they got a good team of folks there.
Yeah.
And what really got me, I felt really comfortable, because when we first came into the Alliance, I'm looking around and this guy comes in behind us. Hey, if you have any questions, let us know. I'd be happy to answer any questions. I'm thinking it's like a salesman. And I was like, oh, thanks. And he's like, I'm Ryan. I'm the co-founder. I was like, holy crap. Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
And then he gave me a card, and on his card is his phone number, his email address. I'm like, you rarely see the owner of a company give you, and which tells me also that they're not putting out crap products, or at least they believe they're not putting out crap products, because they're not going to give out their personal information for people to just blow up their phone and their email if they're putting out crap. So I feel like that they're putting out good stuff. That made me feel good. So, and that's how you sell stuff. You make people feel good.
Yeah. Give people the warm fuzzy. Make them happy.
Yeah, and then we were in Tampa for the whole month, but really didn't get to do a whole lot. We had that one little short week before the show.
Yeah.
Then we did the show, and then it was all moving.
Yeah.
The RV and all
Chaos
that stuff.
From that point.
And so we didn't get to do a whole lot in Tampa. We did do a couple little things. So you'll start seeing some videos pop up from the show, some of the walkthroughs of some of the rigs that we walked through, because some of you requested to see some specific RVs. So those will be coming out like on weekend Wednesday videos.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave's here from Mile High Campers. Hey, Dave. And Dave is the one who did our vinyl decal on the back of our RV for the Montana. And as soon as we changed to the Alliance, I contacted Dave immediately and said, hey, dude, I need a new decal.
Another
so he
decal,
hooked
yep.
us up for a really great price. So if you're looking for vinyl work, hit up Dave from Mile High Campers there in the,
great
comments. He is right there. He has a website too. Just look up Mile High Campers, and he does great vinyl work. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, and then from Tampa we went to Brooksville.
Yeah.
And did our next donation to a charity organization.
Yes, we did.
The Veterans Heat Factory, which is a great place. Here's a picture.
Really cool place.
We were able to donate $1,450 to the Veterans Heat Factory, which is to date our largest single donation. We did one check larger than that, but that was a combination of two saving periods together because of the corona. We had to skip one and gave basically two checks. We lumped into one to one. So we have given away a bigger check than that, but a single donation period, that's the largest that we've ever done. So
it was a great way to start out 2021.
For sure. And then you'll see in the picture there, you'll see Michael and Shelly from our Epic RV, and Alan from our Epic RV Adventure. And so they are Air Force, and they have a YouTube channel also, and they want to give to local veteran organizations, but felt like it was kind of a double kill to do it on their own. So what they're doing is all the money that they raised that they want to donate, they're giving it over to us to add to the pot and to make it bigger. Yeah. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you for that. And so it was great to meet Gus. Gus is the founder of the Veterans Heat Factory. Yeah. Doing great things. Yeah. Awesome things.
And he's got great volunteers working there.
Yeah. They are helping veterans, not just veterans, they're helping spouses and family members get through PTSD, navigate their benefit process, filing for the VA disability, their Social Security disability, getting them in their counseling that they need, getting them hooked up with the VA for appointments. All this stuff, one-stop shop to help veterans out. So awesome stuff. And if you haven't seen that video, please go back and watch it and watch the end of it, because when we were in Tampa, we're walking around and
she was at the end of our row, actually.
Yeah, we saw a golf cart with the decal, and it had the soldier and the from date and the to date. So I knew that soldier was no longer with us. Stopped to talk to her. She told us about her son. Her son was one of the 22 veterans per day commit suicide. And so we felt that it would be fitting to honor her son at the end of that video. So if you haven't seen that, hey, at a minimum, just go back and watch the end of that and help us honor that hero, Ricky. We really appreciate that. Yeah. But that was a fun day.
That was
an awesome day. I love those. Those are my favorite by a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, we love the RV stuff. We love travel. We love adventure. We love sharing everything with you. Yeah. But man, it's just so rewarding just to meet these people. And these are all very selfless people that just they give their time. They get and
like almost all their free time.
Sometimes their money.
Their own personal money to it. So.
Robin and Hank right here.
Oh,
Living Life's Journey. Hi guys. Good to see you. We were just talking about you a little bit ago. And John from RV Traveling MIA Researcher. Thank you, John, for coming in. And we were hoping that you would be in here tonight so that we could say thank you for the information that you passed along to us. If you have not been with us for very long on our channel, Leslie's uncle is a World War II veteran who was killed in World War II. Originally thought to be on the beach, but turns out he jumped a little bit further inland. We're getting all this information because John was able to give it to us.
And I got to video chat with my parents today about the newest information, so it was really cool. They are just loving everything that you find for us. So thank you.
So thank you, John. He was actually able to give us more information, copies of correspondence between the military and the family, correspondence about personal effects, and
what he
some more
had on
information.
him at the time. So they are just so happy.
We would have never known any of this information if there would not have been for John. So thank you so much for that. We appreciate that. And like we said earlier in this when we started, our next donation is going to be somewhere close to Amarillo, Texas.
Abilene.
Amarillo.
Oh, you said Abilene last time.
Oh, did I say Abilene? It's Amarillo,
Okay.
not Abilene, Amarillo. So if you know a veteran organization close to Amarillo, that's where the next one's going to be.
Yeah.
Let us know. We'd be happy to go and check them out.
Yeah.
And hopefully make another good donation. Thanks to all of you, because you're watching, you're donating, you whatever you do, it helps.
Yes.
And we're able to give
every bit helps.
So we appreciate it. So we had another little fiasco.
Yeah. After the underwear, the hits just came.
We had the
kept on coming.
We had the electric bikes, okay? And so we didn't think it was that big of a deal. They fold up, they in these little totes, we put them in the back of the truck, no big deal. Takes up the back seats. Well, you know, whatever.
Yeah, well, we were like, it's not a big inconvenience.
Yeah.
Turns out it is.
It is. So we've been looking for a bike rack. And it's difficult because when Corona hit, everybody wanted to be a biker.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to bike. So you can't find bike accessories, you can't find bikes, you can't find bike racks. Everybody's just all sold out. And to make it more difficult on us, we need one that's rated for an RV.
Mm-hmm.
We need one that's heavy enough or durable enough to carry up to 120 pounds worth of bikes. Our bikes weigh 60 pounds a piece because they're electric bikes.
Uh-huh.
And we wanted something that was affordable, which we didn't find. But,
no.
But as long as we can get the other two, we were willing to pay a little extra.
Yeah.
It's a nice rack. So we found one online, finally found one.
In stock.
Yeah. So we're in Tampa, and Lindsay says, it'll be here the day before we're supposed to leave if I order it and send it here. And I was like, oh, it's a little too close.
Yeah.
I was like, let me call the next place, make sure I can send this. I called the dude, and he says, yeah, no problem. Put your site number on it. It'll be here waiting on you. Cool. Get to the next place up in Brooksville. And we're so excited to get this bike rack.
Yes,
bikes out of the
back. We got to
back.
put it on. We can get the bikes out of the truck. Everything will be back to normal.
So pull in, get settled in the site. I go back up to the office, and I was like, hey, man, we should have a package up here. And she goes, no, I got it. The only thing we have is the decal that Dave sent.
Yeah.
That was there, but
and I'm like, no,
I'm like, no, should have a
60-pound.
Should have a big
one.
And they're like, mm-mm. I was like, well, the delivery thing says it came on Saturday. And she's like, well, I'm sorry. She's like, sometimes the things get delivered directly to the site. And I was like, well, why didn't the guy tell me that? Because if I had known that there was a possibility of this $650 bike rack being delivered to the site that I'm not at, I wouldn't have sent it there. I would have waited till I got there, or I would have sent it to somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I didn't get that information. And I was like, all right, man. I was like, can you call the person who was in the site last and just find out and see if they got it? She's like, mm-mm. I was like, what? What do you mean?
She was very disinterested.
She didn't care at all. She was like, I don't care if you missed your bike rack. She's like, I'm sorry, we don't have it. And I was like, you can't even just call them? She's like, not without a police report. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, all right. So I called the cops. Cops came out. The cops came out. I was like, dude, I'm sorry for wasting your time. She won't even call the people, without the police. And so he goes up there. He has her call.
Yeah.
She said she called, left a message. She said she'll keep trying, but he came back and he's like, she's not going to keep trying. Like
she don't care
at all. And he's like, I'm sorry, but there's really not much I could do. It could have got delivered to the site. Those people could have it. It could have got delivered while they weren't here and someone took it. Could have got delivered to the office before hours and someone took it from there. There's just no way.
Too many scenarios of where it could have gone.
I'm like, great, we're out $650 for this bike rack.
I felt like throwing up.
Yeah.
I was nauseous.
Yeah. So call Amazon.
Amazon rocks.
Awesome. We told them the whole situation.
Yep.
They're like,
like, no problem. We will send you a new one.
Because there was really no way to prove that it actually got delivered either.
Yeah.
But we were honest with Amazon. Just said, well, let's see if they can do anything, or if they're willing to do anything.
Yeah.
So they said, cool, under $1,000 bucks. We'll take your word for it that it didn't get delivered or something happened, and we'll send you another one. And I was like, sweet, right? And it's gonna be there on whatever day it was. I don't know.
It was the following Saturday. We were supposed to.
Same campground.
Yes.
So.
Or Sunday was Sunday.
Thing goes out for delivery.
We don't leave the RV.
She stays at the RV. I go up to the office and park in the truck, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, no matter where this thing gets delivered,
we're gonna get it. It's getting to one of us today.
So I'm sitting in the truck. She's sitting in the RV. It comes to the site.
It did come to the
site. Which leads me to believe that it got delivered to the site last time.
Yes.
And either the people who
were camping there took it.
And it wasn't in a brown box. It was in the It was in
It was in a Thule box. That it said exactly
Bike
what
rack
it was, just
box.
like if you bought it in a store.
The only thing that says our name on it is the little label. That's it. So they could have been like, awesome, got a free rack. I'm going to put this on Amazon, or I'll put this on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, and I got me some money. So we get the bike rack. We're so excited. We're like,
crack it open right
awesome.
away.
We got to get it on right now so we can get the bikes on. We'll do a video on it. It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Open it up. I go to get everything put together to put in the hitch. And the thing that it goes into the hitch receiver, and then there's this little twisty thing that twists and then locks. Well, inside there's no locking mechanism. There's no lock core. And so then there's cable locks too on the thing that locks the bikes. And so I look on there.
And they're empty too.
There's no locks on there either.
Supposed to have 3 locks and a key.
So I look at the inventory sheet. 3 locks, 1 key.
We had no lock, no key.
So, call Amazon again.
So we had a moment actually first.
Yeah, because I'm like, we're like throwing stuff out the box.
It's useless to me without these locks.
I'm looking inside all the, the metal is like hollow, hollowed out. I'm looking inside there, see if it's like
they taped it to the inside somewhere. Of something.
No.
God, it was nauseating again. I wanted to throw up.
So I had to call and say, hey, we're missing the locks. And they had sent them to us.
I had to call Thule. I didn't call Amazon. I called Thule specific. Yeah. And I was like, look, you guys sent me this through Amazon. I ain't got a lock in the box. And he said, no problem. Where you at? I'll send it to you.
So the bikes are still in the truck.
Still in the truck. They will be coming here because that was Monday and we were leaving on Tuesday. So I was like, you have to send it to the next RV park.
It's been a whole deal, man. This bike rack is killing us.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be here within the next.
He said it should be here before the weekend.
So today's Wednesday, so the next couple of days it should be here, and we should be able to have the bike rack on before we have to move over to our next destination, which is good.
God willing, we have this on there before we leave here. Crazy. Goodness, we're having to work for this bike rack.
Yeah. Let's do this real fast.
Okay.
Let's say thank you.
Yes.
Say thank you to our super chats and super stickers from last month's live.
Yeah.
RV Daydream, Amy Jones, those trekking big pins. Steve, thank you all for super chats last month during our live. We really appreciate that.
Yep.
John Zellers, Bill Gorman, M&M Travels, K&R Destinations, and Melnetty Living Free Zip Codeless. That's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
But thank you all. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate that. And all 100% of everything we earn on Super Chat, Super Stickers, we don't keep a dime of it. Nope. It goes to the next donation. And now we're going to talk about our upcoming travel plans. Just short term. Yeah. We already know kind of long term, but things can change and stuff. So we'll talk about from now, well, actually, from Brooksville till February time frame. So the next couple of months, this is what it's going to look like. We started down in Brooksville. We're actually in Tallahassee now. Yep. And we'll be moving over to Destin, then Mobile, and then the Biloxi Gulfport area, back to New Orleans. The reason we're going back through this area is because when we got to New Orleans last year, that's when the corona and everything shut down. So all this whole line across the Gulf of Mexico, we didn't get to stop and explore any of this area. So we're going to take our time, go back through there. And then we're all the way over to, I think there's 1,000 Trails up there by Willis, Texas. And then we're heading up north up to where your parents are. Yeah. February through April. So about April time frame is when we'll be up in the Fort Worth area. Yeah. So if we're going to be anywhere in your area or close to you, please let us know. Don't let us know in the comments here because we'll miss it. But send us a message or an email or a PM or something and let us know where you are. We'll put you on our little track. I have a tracker that, I keep track of who is where we're going to be at so we don't miss anybody. So definitely let us know.
Yes, absolutely.
And our next live is going to be in.
The Brit said, "Good luck on I-10." Yeah, and it will be interesting because I-10 from
going east,
Beaumont headed back to Georgia was fine. There was nothing wrong with it, but apparently everybody who came from this side going to Texas says it's horrible. So,
and I think because there are seams in I-10. So I think a lot of it has to do with where your tires
Hit on
line
those
up
seams?
on those seams. Because if your truck tires and your RV tires are not hitting a seam at the same time, if truck hits a seam, then the RV hits the seam. But if they're lined up where it's like perfectly lined up, where your RV tires and your truck tires are hitting the seams at the same time, it'll feel a lot worse.
Maybe.
I think so.
Yeah, maybe that's
Everybody says 10 is bad, but for us anyway.
Yeah,
going east wasn't
west to east wasn't
terrible.
Bad. So we'll
see. But that was in the Montana. We're in this new thing that the axles are a little bit different.
They are
here,
different.
So
yeah.
And then Jerry said, "Wait till you get a load of I-90."
Oh, well, God, why?
Well, thanks, guys. Everybody's just making us look really forward to all these travels now. Congrats on the new RV. You're about to destroy it.
Yeah. Well, I rather know what I'm going into, though. I don't like to be surprised, really.
Yeah.
If it's going to be crap, I at least want to know ahead of time what to expect.
Yeah. We'll let you know whether it was good or not. I mean, because like I said, our next live is going to be out in Mississippi, so we'll get a little bit of I-10 there.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the I-10 on the way over to Houston area.
Yeah.
So we'll hit it all. But like I said, our next live will be in Mississippi somewhere. Yep. We're meeting up with some friends over there.
Yep.
At the Air Force Base. We're going to be hanging out with them for a week, camping with them.
Yeah.
So that's going to be...
I'm so excited to see them. It's been a year since we've seen them.
Yeah. So they got sick from...
Oh, it was one of those. Hopefully Scout can tolerate that motion.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. But what we didn't show in the map is that after we get to Fort Worth, we are headed north and west. So finally.
Yeah. Finally going to go west.
Headed out west.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
We have we're members of the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association, and every year they have their national meeting in a different location. This year their meeting's in Sheridan, Wyoming.
Yep.
So we're like, perfect.
We're like, we going.
We go and hit that, and then it's going to be a great summer. We're meeting up with some other folks. We're going to be moving and traveling with them and seeing some exciting, cool stuff out west. But it's all new to us anyway, so it's all going to be exciting to us. Yeah. And
I'm dying to see the west.
Amarillo bombardment. I-90 across South Dakota and Wyoming is crap.
Oh, that part. Okay. Well, that's good to know.
That is good to know.
I set my expectations low.
Yeah.
South Dakota and Wyoming.
Life's a whirlwind. Hi, guys.
Oh, hey.
We haven't been keeping up with the comments at all, so we apologize for that. But we just had, like I said, we had so much stuff to talk about from the last time, which was before the show, and so much stuff has happened with moving and all that stuff. But hey, Scout is digging Florida. We had that little cold snap.
He's a Florida fan.
He's been out, man. He's been out bobbing.
Oh, bobbing all over the place.
Running around the new RV. Once we got all his stuff set up, he's been like...
bad. Like a Tasmanian devil, man. He just got to check it all out.
He's been everywhere. Yeah.
But I think he approves of the new rig.
I think so, too. We're going to do the walkthrough of... When we do the walkthrough on YouTube, it's going to be in detail to show you everything that we like. It's different from the Montana and all that. However, we are going to do a quick version of the walkthrough. We'll put that on Patreon, so all of our patrons will be able to see that. That's coming up really soon. So you'll get to see it weeks before anybody else gets to see it. So if you're not with us on Patreon, you want to see that early, got to go over to Patreon. But yeah, we're growing over there too, and it's really cool because we have tiers on our Patreon, and so different percentage. The more you pledge, the higher percentage of that goes to helping veteran organizations. So just pop over to our Patreon page and just give it a look and see some of that behind the scenes and exclusive stuff that we share with them. We do share some shenanigans on there, and it's hardly edited at all. It's really just behind the scenes stuff that we throw up, and so it's unfiltered. And so there's maybe a couple curse words and stuff here and there too.
So. Neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, Lee, we did hear about the wind out west.
Yeah,
we heard that it can blow you over and stuff. So we will definitely be paying attention to that. And Sarah said the postcards are fun to get. I think $10 and above get postcards periodically from wherever we travel. So that's fun too. Ronald's in Alaska. Hey, Ronald,
Wow.
I'm sure you are
You were
freezing
really
your
cold.
butt off, dude.
I
Yeah.
don't get much colder than that.
The other thing I wanted to talk about was Thousand Trails. We've been using Thousand Trails up, man.
Yes.
Yeah, since
All through Florida.
we got it processed through shortly before we got into Florida, and we stopped in Jacksonville, stayed at the Air Force Base there.
Yeah.
And been in Thousand Trails
Ever since, yeah.
Except for here.
Except for here. This is the first time.
This is our first one
since Jacksonville.
that's not been Thousand Trails or an Encore.
Yeah.
So really, most of our time in Florida, we haven't had to pay a campground fee, which has been great. We've recovered. So we recovered over half of our initial cost of purchasing our Thousand Trails membership.
Yeah.
So it's been working out.
Except for our child. Our child sensed we were saving money.
Yeah.
So she has had an expensive past 2.5 months for us.
Oh my gosh.
But if it weren't for that, we would have saved a bunch of money this winter.
Yeah, and unfortunately, because now we have left, we're getting out of Florida.
Yeah.
We don't get back into Thousand Trails till we get over into Texas.
Yeah.
But we hit 3 or 4 of them over there. And then as we're heading northwest, we get back out of Thousand Trails. There's not really a lot of Thousand Trails out in the middle of the country. Don't get back into Thousand Trails till we get over onto the west coast.
Yeah.
But we haven't really been saving money. We've been recouping some of our initial costs.
Yeah.
But once we recoup that and break even, then everything from there is just free money.
Yeah.
So that's been nice.
Yeah. So far, the membership has been working great for us.
Yeah, except for they're all back ends.
Except for that.
No, we did pay in Tampa. We paid in Tampa.
Oh, Tampa we did, just to guarantee close to the show.
Sure did.
Yeah. True story.
Yeah, and Living Life's Journey, they said thanks for being one of the first people in their new RV. They bought a new RV at the show.
Gorgeous
awesome
Riverstone
RV.
Just gorgeous.
And
loved it.
Yeah.
They're gonna have great trips in that.
Yes, for sure. Full body paint.
Full body.
The whole deal.
I loved it. It was beautiful colors.
Yeah.
Loved
it. So once we get out to Texas, and when we get out to Texas, it'll be about the 6-month mark for our Thousand Trails membership. Mm-hmm. And so we'll do a video to let you know how much we've saved exactly, how we're liking it, and talk about some of the parks that we've been to.
Yeah,
so.
And we don't know. I haven't looked, so if anybody can tell us if it would benefit us when we're not having access to our Thousand Trails stuff, if there's other campground memberships that might benefit us where those Thousand Trails aren't.
Yeah, we just joined Harvest Host. We haven't used it yet. We know we're going to probably use it out west.
We already know we're using it in the west.
So we went ahead and got that. We can stay on military installations, so that helps a lot.
Too.
We did buy the RPI. We have 2 scheduled stops across from here to Fort Worth at RPI locations. Yeah. Those are $7 a night. It's a Thousand Trails add-on, so that's nice.
Yeah, but if there's other membership things that might help fill those gaps in the country too, let us know. I haven't looked.
I'm sure there are. I mean, I know there's Passport America, and then there's other things. KOA has its own little member programs and stuff like that. But
but we need to know if we should be investing in another one that will pay off in those gaps.
Ivan says, what VA organization do you support? We really don't support any VA organizations.
Yeah.
We support all types of different military organizations. It we donate once every 3 months, and it just kind of depends on where we are at the time. We'll do research for that area, and we're looking for the smaller guys, not the big corporate guys with sponsorships and grants
that
and all
are
that
relying truly on donations.
We're really giving away just several $100s. So in the grand scheme of things, that's not a huge donation. We want those several $100s to have the greatest impact possible. And the way that we do that is we donate to the smaller organizations. Yeah. So like most of that money goes toward actually helping the veteran and not toward salaries or overhead or anything like that. So anyway, man, this hour went by super fast. We had a great time already. We are going to honor a fallen hero at the end here, so stick with us. This is a unique one because this Marine was the first combat fatality in Operation Iraqi Freedom. So when the war first kicked off, He was the first. He was the first fatality. So I thought that would be a good one to honor tonight. Thank you all so much for sticking with us, hanging out with us, watching our shenanigans, donating, and helping us help veterans out on the road. We really appreciate that. So stick with us here for just a few more seconds while we honor this fallen hero, and we will see you next time in Mississippi.
Woo! Mississippi.